Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we are finally talking about motivation. One of the most interesting topics to discuss, and in this video, I'll give you my absolute best tips to stay motivated even when it's really hard to do so. Let's get right on into it. The first and one of the major factors to becoming super motivated is to fully stop caring about the things you can't control and instead focus on the everyday journey to reaching your goals. This can, for example, be one tournament result where you do embarrassingly terribly, when you know you're more than good enough to do really well. Here, you obviously have to hold yourself accountable for all the mistakes you made in the tournament. However, if you know within yourself that you kept a good mentality, you warmed up properly, and you essentially set yourself up for success as well as you could for this cash cup and it still went south, then very likely you just had an off day. This is completely normal and everybody has days where they simply can't perform. What I very strongly recommend is to rather focus on the journey to reaching your goals rather than one-day performances. To put it into perspective, right now I'm on a daily upload grind. And I understand that getting a bad performing video is just a part of the process, and truth to be told, I can't control how many views my video gets. What I can do, however, is to make sure my videos are as high quality as I manage to produce. Quickly summarized, understand that bad periods, whether that be in competitive Fortnite, YouTube, school, or anything else, are just there to be a part of the journey, and stop wasting energy and time being sad or demotivated over things you simply have no control over. Don't get demotivated because you didn't win one custom on a given day. Instead, be happy you sat down and grinded that day. Don't get demotivated because your video is doing terribly. Be proud of yourself because you made a video. And I promise you, this has helped so much for me. Next up, visualize you reaching your goals in your head. Literally close your eyes and think about finally reaching your biggest goals. And when you do that, think about how long it will realistically take to get you there if you work hard. I truly believe that a lot can be done in just 1 year. So if you manage to visualize your goals every day when you wake up and think, if I work hard today, then I'll be one step closer to that big dream of mine, then I promise you, you'll get a burst of motivation to get a serious amount of work done. Moving on, we gotta talk about writing down your goals on a piece of paper. And I know this might sound weird or even stupid, but trust me, that piece of paper will keep you so motivated. It's almost like you don't want to let that piece of paper down. In addition to this, it drastically narrows your focus towards that one goal. And according to this one article I found, you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. How trustworthy this is, I'm not sure. But hey, better safe than sorry. This next part of the video is by far the most important one. Or, in other words, this is what throughout the years has held me the most motivated out of any tip I can give. And the tip is finding like-minded, hard-working people to surround yourself with. I remember a few months ago when I was on an insane competitive grind, me and my good friend Zenit would sit and VOD review for 6, 7, or even 8 hours a day for weeks. The reason I was able to do this was because of my friend. I would never have been able to sit alone VOD reviewing for 6 hours. Me and Zenit would not only have a ton of fun, but we would also reflect upon different plays we made, arguing what we could have done differently in hundreds of different scenarios. After some time, it got so bad that me and Zenit wouldn't sleep more than 4 to 5 hours every night. We would wake up super early, go straight into replays, VOD review full games, and then when everyone else woke up in the Fortnite community, we would grind customs for the rest of the night. The reason I wanted to share this story is because with the right people by your side, you can experience exponential growth as a competitive player. And it also motivates you so much having someone that wants it just as bad as you do. With the hard work me and Zenit put in, I started consistently qualifying for every event I played. FNCS round 3s, DreamHack semis, and my overall average placement per tournament went down a ton. This next tip is directed towards those players who really want to play and become better at Fortnite, but have a hard time just logging on the game and getting started. One way I have found to get me motivated to play Fortnite if I ever feel demotivated is to think, now I'm gonna log on Fortnite and only play my favorite things, which in my case is creative build fights 1v1s. A lot of the time, when people feel demotivated to get on, it's because they feel like they need to play customs, play arena, or even VOD review. But simply just getting on with the mindset that you're just gonna do your favorite thing, and that it's fine if you exit the game, only having done this one thing, makes you so much more likely to open the game and play a little bit. And hey, sometimes you even end up spending hours on the game, playing customs, playing arena, and you'll all of a sudden, as a result of this tiny little thought of just getting on and doing your favorite thing, have played one of the best sessions you have ever played. What I'm saying here is simply this. When you wake up or come home from school, work, whatever, only think about getting on and playing your favorite thing if you're demotivated. Because playing something is so much better for your improvement than playing nothing. And even if you log off, just having played creative a little tiny bit, you'll have improved tenfold that day compared to playing nothing. The final thing I'm gonna touch on in this video is building daily habits that are sustainable over the long term. So this sounds kinda complicated, but it really isn't. Like with a lot of other things, building a habit for playing and improving in Fortnite can be hard if you are just starting off after a long break, if you've been demotivated for some time, or because of a completely different factor. In my opinion, it's always the first 14 days that are the hardest. And if you somehow can have the discipline to get on Fortnite the same time every day for the first 14 days, I can promise that after those first 2 weeks, you will feel as though it's completely natural to get on and play Fortnite. Building habits for improving will help you become so much better because of the consistency it creates. What's important if you want to try this out is to start small. As mentioned earlier in the video, you have to have a routine or habit that's sustainable. So start with playing 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour, and then build it up from there. Because it's the consistency over many days, weeks, and months that'll make you a great competitive player. Guys, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I really hope you found this video helpful, enjoyable, or even inspiring. Everyone knows the feeling of being demotivated, and there are a few feelings that are worse than this one. Anyways guys, I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. My name is M1K3 Editz. Stay safe and take care.